Good morning, good morning, good morning. I've just got home. On the way home, I'm thinking, speeding home in the Suzuki Swift. I thought I might just get straight into a live. I've got, I think 150 tabs open with Zoom meetings ready to go. And I've just stumbled across a SmartLab meeting, which I've been getting a lot of cease and desist letters from people who are involved in that at the moment. And I'm about to release a big blog about the person behind it all, which you'll find out in the not too distant future. So to find a live SmartLab meeting open is something that is good. So we're going to go straight into it. And there's only 48 people, 50 people in here, but currently I've got a person, Harvey, who I've been told by his associates that he's making $5 million a year potentially from promoting this Ponzi scheme and scam. So let's get straight into it. I'll turn the sound on and let's see if we can spy on these people. He's also sent me some very nasty text messages over the last 48 hours. So all will come to light in the not too distant future, but here we go. Let's get into it.
Price reaches the price point where they activated their subscription. So if we use the ultimate subscription, base price of 0.20, that's 1,158,000 e-tokens. If you take that through all 5 splits, that's 37,056,000 e-tokens. When the price in the e-market hits the original price point where the subscriber activated subscription, which is 0.2, all the e-tokens in this subscription are converted to token value based on the token value. That's 7,411,200 in USDT value, of which the PV value of the subscription can be withdrawn 4 times between splits. So again, these slides are for illustration purposes only. Past performance is not an indication of future results.
We're not responsible for you losing your money.
But this thing is continually performing extremely well. Okay, so the question is, how long does it take to split?
Hey, DT.
And what causes those splits? Well, the average sales needed for the first 5 splits is about between 50 and 70 million per split.
SmartLab.
Right now, just from the bot, the 3 arbitrage bots that we have, if there were no engagement from the public alone, it would take about 15 months because the arbitrage bots ensure a minimum of 15 price points per week. But the bot, if we get market demand, which we have absolutely had, cuts that time in half, clear down to 7 months, could potentially even be less. After the first 5 splits, the company reassesses the token volume of each price point based on the trading bot volume and the market demand.
So I'm just going to open up a couple of other meetings here.
So this first run of 5 splits is being watched very closely, and it's performing extremely well. Now, how do we sell off the e-tokens in the e-market and translate that into actual value? Subscribers are able to see up to 20 price in the current trading price point. They're allowed to put their e-token value for sales in the next 19 price points. So you can see 19 price points when you log into your back office. Assuming the current price point is 0.2, subscribers able to put a sell order anywhere from 0.201 to 0.219. That's 19 different price points. And once you put your sales orders in, basically you can do 4 different sell order between splits, but the first one has to be completed before the second one can be processed. Subscribers can sell their e-tokens based on their current PV value of each price point. And if we utilize the ultimate subscription as an example, it has 300,000 in PV. So the subscriber could place a sell order of 300,000 e-tokens on any available price point, and you can do that 4 times between splits. So in every split cycle from 0.20 to 0.399, subscribers can place an e-token token value for sale at 4 different price points. Subscribers can place 1 sell order per subscription per price point. The sell orders must be fulfilled before they're able to place the next sell order, but you can do 4 different sell orders in between splits. Very, very generous.
Right.
Okay, so the projected returns
not letting me in
the
other
5th
names,
split.
so I'm just going to go in there and do a bit of a trick.
Let's take a look at this real quick. So if we use the example of the ultimate subscription, 443,900, that's 231,600 e-credits at a 0.2 price point. Again, 1,158,000 e-tokens. Once you reach the 5 splits, assuming your subscriber did not sell any, you'll have a total of 37,056,000 e-tokens, which you can sell 4 different times between splits. That's 1.2 million per split. Very, very generous. So after the 5th split, the subscriber can actually earn, if you go 1.2, that's 240,000 per split.
So they're not letting me in the room.
30 splits. Now these slides are for illustration purposes only. Past performance is not necessarily an indication of future results.
If they do let me in the room, they'll probably let me in a
you're
batch,
dealing with crypto.
and then all of a sudden,
okay, now let's take a look at this active and passive income pay structure.
We'll just get rid of the bad sound.
Well, the e-token system introduced a new strategy for processing commissions for those folks that are utilizing what we call activities. So when you earn commissions for sharing the good news with others you know, love, and trust, those are broken down into 70% earnings, and that can be drawn in USDT directly out, 10% e-credits, which then can be utilized to purchase additional e-tokens and drive that value up. 1 e-credit is equal to 1 USDT. They can't be transferred or withdrawn, but you take your e-credits every Sunday evening and you convert them over to e-tokens, and that helps push us towards the next split. So it's strategically awesome how this is built. You'll also get 10% in register points. Register points can be used to offset 10% of the subscription fee. They cannot be withdrawn, but they can be transferred within the organization. And finally, the final 10% comes in utility points that can be utilized in the marketplace to purchase products and services. Utility points cannot be transferred or withdrawn. Now, who helps push the price of the e-token up? Let's take a look at that.
It's interesting. They've let Harvey Jr.
Folks, we're now after a while after. I'm going to go ahead and lock the room so that we can keep this.
So they know that we could be spamming them.
Keep this quality of the room good here. Hang on just a second while I lock the room.
Why would you need to lock the room if this isn't a...
we try to make a habit to lock the room by about 15 minutes after so we can keep the quality of the presentation going good. So all right. So new subscriptions obviously help push the e-token price. They keep the demand up and they push up the price. E-token sellers or subscribers who sell e-tokens within the 5 splits will get back 10% in e-credits, and e-credits can only be used to buy e-tokens.
Okay, so now we're going to cause some havoc.
You get your e-credits on Sunday afternoon, you turn around and convert them into e-tokens. That helps push the price points up. Active Builder subscribers with e-token subscriptions receive 10% e-credits through their active income.
This will stop them from requesting remote control.
And finally, SmartLab's 3 sports arbitrage bots provide a main engine to drive the e-token model. Returns from the 3 bots are used to make sure of a 15 price point increase every single week.
He won't be able to change screens.
Now, subscribers who want to build and earn active income need to have an income cap subscription.
So why would
the income cap subscription comes with our sports arbitrage subscription? And what's really awesome is I'm about to show you.
You won't be able to change screens.
I'm about to show you how you can get the best of both worlds.
But there's a box in front of you
inside the same system.
But you can't change screens?
Okay, so we have what we call Saturday Night Fever and Power Monday.
He can't change screens.
What happens on Saturday Night Fever and Power Monday?
Let's have a look.
Is SmartLab processes all of their business on Sunday afternoon, and then subscribers can go in on Sunday evening and take those e-credits and roll them back into e-tokens. So we have a price surge that usually happens Sunday evening through Monday morning that drives the price up. You can lock in your position to secure lower rates before the wave hits.
We're going to
it's perfect timing for newcomers, and it's an ideal moment to subscribe before the price climbs.
Here we go.
Okay, so food for thought, folks. For those of you that are seasoned subscribers and you've been around for a very long time, you already know all about the sports arbitrage system, and you're barely getting introduced to the e-token system. And so the question is,
what's the problem?
Which one do you prefer the most? We have the e-token subscription and we have the sports arbitrage system.
Food for thought. What's that?
Okay, let's see. Hang on a second here.
It's got a problem.
Someone that's trying to interfere.
Here we go, and I am
my subscription, so I'm going to get rid of them here real quick.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And we've got 4 other connections going as well. Can't do it, can you, mate? There's a big box on your screen. What's the matter, mate? Oh, I love my job.
What if we can have the very best of both worlds, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, you haven't got rid of that guy yet, though.
The very best of both worlds.
Crypto Ponzi scheme.
So based on the ultimate subscription, to maximize, the subscriber waits to sell the e-tokens after the 5th split for the maximum of 19.2 leverage potential.
What's the matter, mate? Having problems trying to get rid of that guy?
Based on the most conservative calculation, the 5 splits takes 15 months. That is purely utilizing the bots. That's with no activity whatsoever.
So he says so we've got somebody at the moment who's put $140,000 in this platform, and they're hoping to get their daily rewards out to break even.
Hang on just a second here, folks.
You can't do it, can you, mate? What's the problem?
So now we're going to roll into the current e-token hybrid subscription, which is
another label for a
latest offering that SmartLab has.
What's the matter, Doc?
So what does this offering look like?
This is Gary Wood speaking, I believe.
There are 5 different subscriptions that are available in the hybrid system. Yes. They are the standard, the premium, the professional, the elite, and the ultimate. The standard is $82.80. The premium is $24,150. The professional is $67,425.
Yeah, we're trying to get out of here.
The elite is $241,500, and the ultimate is $443,900. What's powerful and unique about these is they include both the spread trade profits, the regular sports arbitrage system, along with the e-token system.
All right,
okay, so you have built-in income cap, and it takes the multiplier anywhere from the regular 3 to 12, a regular 3 to 12x up, 8x from up to 14.8 to 21.2. Okay, so how does that tie into our current promotion that is being offered by SmartLab? The current promotion is, this came from the Panama Early Bird. The Early Bird promotion has just 4 different offerings in the promotion.
He's just struggling.
It runs from the 8th of June to the 7th of July.
Here we go.
And so on the 7th of July, it will expire. Basically includes the premium, the professional, the elite, and the ultimate.
So now we've got
what happens if you take advantage of this promotion on or before July the 7th, you'll receive an additional 20% in e-credits. So an extra $16.80 on the premium, an extra $58.63 on the professional, an extra $21,000 on the elite, and an extra $46,320 on the ultimate. In addition to that, you'll also get an extra 50% in income cap. So that's an extra $21,000 on the premium, an extra $58,000 on the professional, an extra $210,000 on the elite, and an extra $386,000 on the ultimate. That takes your leverage potential all the way up to 26.
How you going there?
So, folks, it's absolutely amazing. And in addition to all of that, SmartLab has offered this as the latest.
Does he sound like he's distracted? That's because he's got a box
subscribers
popping up on his screen.
All subscribers up to July the 7th can take advantage of an additional value with what's called the 7,000 token value special. This is completely separate from the regular value proposition, but it provides a leverage potential in and of itself, and it can be utilized by all subscribers with either utilizing 5,000 SmartLab points or 5,000 in earnings. You can buy this in the marketplace.
Scam.
So subscribers can only sell the token value after the third split. Subscribers can sell a max token of 7,000 token value.
On. You know what I'm saying?
This special has a sell order for 4 times within one split, so a total of 28,000 token value per split. That is, if you get SmartLab points, which you can purchase with nuts or by converting nuts, or you can use earnings to get 5,000 SmartLab points. You can buy one of these subscriptions per account.
Docs in here.
So after the maximum of 5 splits, you'll have 224,000 tokens. If you purchase those with SmartLab points or earnings, that's a 44.8x leverage potential.
So what they do there,
that's 28,000 per split for the next
or take your money out. They want you to leave your money on the platform.
In addition to all of that, ladies and gentlemen, SmartLab has included a promotion for the Panama trip that's coming up here in the 11th of July. Excuse me, the 11th through the 14th.
I think I've broken his concentration.
So up to the 7th of July, you can actually qualify for the entitlements to the Panama trip based on activating a subscription. So the premium hybrid comes with 1 economy flight, round trip plus hotel accommodation. The professional comes with 2 economy accommodation entitlements plus hotel accommodation. The hybrid comes with 1 business, and the ultimate comes with 2 business.
Okay.
So those, that's in addition to all the other benefits. So here's what it boils down to, ladies and gentlemen. What does it take to create an account?
Well, a fool. It takes a fool.
You need to have 5 pieces of information, and the person that invited you to this broadcast can process that for you. That is, you need an anonymous username. You need a working, valid email. You need a name to associate with your account.
Sorry about the flashing.
You need a 10-digit phone number to associate with your account, and you need a password. Those 5 pieces of information can then be utilized to create your account. Once your account is created, the second step is to fund your account. SmartLab utilizes USDT Tether only, but they utilize the 3 most common versions of Tether, which are
Harvey
USDT ERC20, which processes on the Ethereum chain net.
Who's the guy that's meant to be behind
TRC20, which processes on the Tron chain net,
is making $5
and
million
BEP20, which processes on the Binance chain net.
This is all.
So the third and final step is to activate your subscription.
People behind it are all in the same religion as well.
Again, there are 5 different subscriptions that are available in the current value offering, and we'll get those up here on the screen.
If you can.
The standard, premium, the professional, the elite, and the ultimate. These are the 5 that are available in a current offering. There are 4 that are available in the current promotion. So if you're interested in the current promotion, these
basically
are the 4 that are available there.
And play a
and
game
you just
of
simply
Monopoly,
get back to the person that invited you to this broadcast, and they can facilitate next steps.
Believe the dream.
So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it is ridiculously awesome.
Ridiculously
and generous with what's available here.
I just turned my volume up a little
So
bit.
we're going to do a quick recap on the value proposition here of what's available. SmartLab's a technology company offering software as a service. It utilizes the latest AI bot technology to generate spread trade profits.
You can't find
it is simple, it is user-friendly, and it is fully automated.
Right.
The second point is the bot picks a win and a lose in every single match. However, we always win by benefiting from the increase of the spread, which is anywhere from 0.4% to 5% or more, regardless of the outcome of the game. And finally,
whatever his name is,
there are numerous ways to earn as a subscriber. You can purchase a subscription and receive generous spread trade profits monthly. They're earned daily and deposited weekly. You can also experience the leveraging power of 5 splits with the e-token hybrid. And in addition to all of that, there's optional relationship marketing bonuses that are available for those that want to maximize their experience. All profits are dispersed in USDT Tether. Withdrawal requests submitted by Friday evening for those of us in North America are processed to the receiving wallets on the following Thursday. All right, so folks, I apologize. We're not going to be able to take any questions. For those of you that have been following what's taken place, there is a pawn scum gentleman by the name of Danny D. Heck out of New Zealand.
Here I am.
Who has been bullying subscribers. He's trying to take access of my Zoom. He's not going to get it.
Oh, really?
He's an absolute pawn scum. He spends his time tearing down other people's dreams to build up his own.
I'm a dream
He
stealer.
represents himself as a government agent. He's not.
I do?
He's a self-appointed nobody.
I've never said that.
And I apologize. I'm not going to be able to take any questions because he is just absolutely relentlessly trying to interfere with this broadcast.
Wonder why.
I invite all of you to get back to the person that invited you to the broadcast. This is an incredibly valuable, incredibly generous value proposition. The person that invited you can facilitate your next steps. We do these broadcasts on Tuesdays at 4 and Thursdays at 6.
I love the way they say.
And I've got to move forward to
where they got that from lately?
Live event that we've got taking place here. So
I do report to government.
It has been such an honor and a pleasure to be here. I want to wish you all an absolutely wonderful afternoon. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to come and learn more about this incredibly generous value proposition. Get back to the person that invited you to this call, and they can facilitate next steps. Good night, and God bless.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'm actually so proud of that one. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now that was SmartLab, and I've actually started writing a pretty extensive blog about Harvey Jr., they call him, or otherwise known as Doc, because he is heavily involved in this. And also I've been getting a lot of people who are telling me that they've put their money into SmartLab. They've put, one person I know has put $140,000 into SmartLab, and now they're just hoping they can get their daily rewards out until they break even. They don't want you to take your money out of this platform because if they do, the platform will fall over because it's a Ponzi scheme. They don't have a real product or service. They're telling everyone that they're doing sports arbitrage trading. If you are thinking about getting involved in SmartLab, please do not. Reach out to me. If you have lost your money or you can't get your money out of SmartLab and you want help, reach out to me, deheck.com. Now, just for the record, I have never claimed to be a government agent. I would love to be a government agent because then I would be able to act swiftly. What I do though, is I have a database. I have individuals that I see connected. So in today's meeting, we actually managed to grab everybody's name that was in that meeting, as you can hear.
Errol's Bergamy, Charles Bergamy, Bruce Bear, Marvin Azapati, Marvin.
And we put those people into our database. So we know what Ponzi scheme or scam somebody was actually interested in. Now, over the last 4 days, I've received 4 cease and desist letters from people who were in my last blog. And I'm going to bring that up in a second because it's quite comical. If you want to find out more about what I'm talking about, this is the blog that's on my website. And if you go to the link that will be in the chat room right now, or under the description of the video you're watching, you can see that we've been in here exposing Gary Wood in the past, and he's been promoting SmartLabs. We also have other videos. We also have why you wouldn't want to get involved. The people that I've named in the last video I had are actually listed here, and they have been writing to me. So I added amendments into the bottom of the blog, and this is in full transparency. In here you can go through and you can see that one lady wanted me to remove her name from the blog because she was accompanying her client to go to the conference they had in Rome, and since then her client has actually died by suicide. And now she thinks because she was only accompanying her client and trying to talk him out of investing in this opportunity, she needs her name removed from a list of people that were going to attend one of their travel shows in Rome. And she did go and attend, and she did go along. So I wrote back and basically said, well, I'm sorry to hear that your client's died by suicide, and she's wrote back and rewrote back. Anyway, that was one lady. And then we went straight into the next person, Tyler, is it?
Tyler Shaner.
Tyler Shaner, basically claiming the same thing. They didn't invest. They went along to the event. They realized it was a scam, blah, blah, blah. I wrote back and said, well, you're still guilty by association. You went over there, you had your travel reimbursed. They claimed to pay you $1,000 of your travel expenses. And I think they also provide the accommodation as well. Not 100% certain on that. So I wrote back, she wrote back, they wrote back, whoever they are. And I've put this all online for everyone to see. I think I've got a mistake with that one. I must fix that up. So that's a really interesting blog for you guys to have a read in. But then when it got really interesting was when we got a text message from Harvey Dock Jr., they call him. And he has been in the courtroom before. He's been charged in connection to promoting Ponzi schemes and scams in the past. And then it got dismissed. He won the appeal. And then he writes back to me saying he's not a guilty party. He's innocent as they come. So we've come back with some pretty hard-hitting facts. Anyway, what I'm going to do with all this information, because just in the last week, it's been really hotting up. Something's happening at SmartLabs. I don't know what it is. However, something is happening and I'm documenting it all. So if you have had any dealings with SmartLab, and good or bad, and you want to share that with me, please do go to theheck.com or find me on WhatsApp or whatever platform you want to. Just send me an email. We are gathering information about this company right now. Now, that's basically all I've got to say about SmartLabs. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.